Okay, now we're back over here at the carts. Let's see about this one. The spine on this one, the call number, says EASH. So this book is going to go on the E cart. E here and E here. Okay. Then we've got another one over here. Let's see what it is. Fiction, P-E-S. So that belongs on our fiction cart. Alright, so once all the carts are filled, then you begin to take them around the library to put them back where they belong. And that's where things get tricky. Because this book, for instance, it just looks like an e-book. It's a little thin book, so it looks like it might belong in the E section. But if you look at the spine of the book, the number on there, the 394.266, indicates that it is actually a nonfiction book and it goes in the 300 section. So I'm going to take you over there. So here we are in the nonfiction section, and we have our 300 to put back. And so we've got the zeros, the 100s, the 200s, and here's the beginning of the 300s. Now the 300s, this is a big section because it's the fairy tale section, and so we have a whole lot of books. So the first shelf starts with 312, and then it's going to go all the way to 399. Well, just as a reminder, the shelves go like this. They go 300 to whatever here, and you go there, and at the end of that shelf, you go down to this row. They don't go all the way across the front like that. They go shelf by shelf, shelf by shelf, in that sort of order. So the book that I've got now is 394, so I'm going to look. Ooh, that's blurry. Let's start looking. I'm at the 393, so I got to keep going. Oh, here's 394. This is 394.2. What am I looking for? Oh, 394.266. So here's 394.25. That's not enough. 394. Oh, here's the last 394.25. Here's a 394.26, but I need 399.266. So let me get to the end. Here's 261. 261, 261. Wow, we have a lot of 394.261s. All the way to 2634. Oh goodness, let's keep going. Ah, look, here are some 394.266s that will match up with the book we have that we need to put back in. 394.26. So since those are exactly the same, 394.266, 394.266, we have to now look at the first three letters of the author's last name. Right here, right here. We've got to find it in alphabetical order. Oh, that's where that would end anyway. 266. I think some of those are actually out of order, but we'll get them fixed up. 266BUL, so it's going to belong, since this is CHR, we're going to put this one right here, and now it's in its home. When someone goes to look for it, they can find it. While I'm over here, I'm going to just tell you straight up, the 500 section could possibly drive you insane. Although some people really like numbers and order and organization, and they enjoy this. This section drives me nuts because there are so many of them, and the numbers go way out. 591.63, 591.5. Oh, look. No, that's right. That reminds me. Let me show you this. When you first look at it, these two numbers right here, it looks as if this one should go first because it's shorter. But here's the way you do it. You just go in order. 591, that's all the same. 591, 591 was 0.5, so it's still the same. But there's a 6 and a 9. It doesn't matter what comes after it. If this one's lower, the 6 is lower, so it does go first before the 9. And then if you have to keep going, you can. But if you go digit by digit, there you go. But anyway, 500s, there are a bazillion of them. The kids love them. They're animal books, they're dinosaur books, they're science books. So, have fun shelling those. And let's continue on with our Shelving 101. Isn't that a great photo? Wish I would have drawn that. Anyway, so here we have our carts. I showed you about nonfiction. And then fiction. Oh, and by the way, when there are tons of books on this cart, it's so much easier if you go ahead and arrange them on the cart in alphabetical order by the first 3 letters of the author's last name. It makes it a lot easier for you. Anyway, so this cart says fiction, and sure enough, there's a fiction call number on there, fiction BRU. So that means that all these books go over in this corner of the library in the fiction section. So, since it's in the BRUs, we'll go to the fiction. Use our little guides here on the side. This says fiction A through COV, so I know it's got to be over here somewhere. BRU. Here's BUs. Go back. BRO. BRO. Oh. There's some other bad kitties right there. Fiction BRU. So that book would belong right there. But I'm not going to actually put it there because I need to keep it out because it's a new book and I want to show the kids all the new books before I put it in there. Here is our e-cart. So, of course, normally it's going to be full of books. And again, it's easier to go ahead and put them on the cart in alphabetical order by the first 3 letters of the author's last name, just as is listed right there, B-A-R. Matt Barnett wrote it. Alright. Oh, it's not a 2x2. Forgot to tell you about that. We had our Bluebonnet cart over there, and here is our 2x2 cart. Bluebonnets are for ages 3rd through 5th grade, and this set, the 2x2s, are for grades kindergarten through 2nd grade, and we really prefer that they only get one at a time of these so that other kids can check them out. So these books have a 2x2 12-13 on them. If kids read 8 of these, they get a dog tag, and then there's a whole bunch of other stipulations for the Bluebonnets, but I can tell you about that later. So anyway, this book is E-B-A-R. Well, in the E section, we start with the A's right here on the corner. Then it wraps around A, B, C, D, E, F, G. And then it comes over to here. G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P, and then it wraps around to the Z's over there. Well, this is a B, so I'm going to find the letter B here. Here's the B's. B-A-R. B-A-N, B-A-N, B-A-T. Went too far. Oh, here's the B-A-R's. Now, I will tell you, there are those who will alphabetize, like Barrett would come before Bartoli. I am not that picky about it simply because we don't have time to be that picky generally. If you can just get this BAR in with these BARs, That would be fabulous. Of course, if you see a series like all of these, Pigs at Odds, Pigs on a Blanket, Pigs on a whatever, if you could shelve those together, it's always nice to have our series books all together. On occasion, you will find DVDs and videos that have been turned in, and that area is located back here. And just an FYI, I hope this doesn't happen. I'm going to try to train the teachers not to do this since I don't have an aide this year. Normally, she put our videos in. Here's the way this works back here. We have a video tower that has 4 channels, 6, 7, 9, and 10. And then we have a television up top that you can see what you're doing down here. So what happens is, if a whole grade level wants to watch the same show, then they would put it in 6, and would get the television on channel 6 so we could see what we were doing, get it all set up, and then in their classroom, if they put it on channel 6, they could all watch it together on their televisions. So that's just an FYI. Also back here in this area, we have our books on CD. Sometimes kids like to, the teachers like to check these out. These are for teachers only, and they are arranged in order, I hope. They should be on